Hello and welcome to Jazz Guitar Lessons Berlin number 9. My name is Tina Jeckel and there's an episode for you every Monday. And if you would like to, you can subscribe to my channel right here. Today I'm going to talk about drop 2 voicings and their inversions. Let's start with this A major 7 voicing. If you want to know why it is a drop 2 voicing and how I came up with it, you can have a look at lesson number 5. Think about the arpeggio of the drop 2 voicing. You have the root, the third, the fifth and the major 7th. Each note climbs up to the next note on the same string. The 1 gets to the 3 to the 5 and the 5 to the 7 and the 7 to the 1. It's important that each voice stays on the string where it already is. So you can think about the voicing as a small choir of 4 persons. Everybody has its voice to sing. And everybody still wants to go on singing. So the person who's singing the E, it's the 5th of the voicing, is going to sing the major 7. The 5th is going to the major 7th on the same string. The E is going to the G sharp. We have to remember that note here. Then the A, the person on the D string who is singing the A, wants to go to the C sharp. The C sharp, the 3 is going up to the 5, and the major 7 is going up to the root. And that's how we find the next inversion on the middle 4 strings of our guitar. Everybody in the choir gets to keep a voice and still has something to do. And then we'll do the exact same thing again. The major 7 is going to the root. The C sharp is going to the E, the 5th. The E is going to the G sharp. And the A is going to the C sharp. And in this way we'll find all 4 voicings that we'll have on each string pair. So you want to find all 4 inversions of your drop 2 voicing of the A major 7 on the middle 4 strings. Try to play up as high as possible and low as possible. Let's say you want to practice your drop 2 voicings on a daily basis, so you try a new key every day. Let's say your key would be E flat major 7. And then you shift the voicing up until this note, the A, gets to be the E flat. That would be up here. And then you can do the exact same thing. And don't be afraid of open strings. You want to play the voicings as low as possible and as high as possible. And you start out with the lowest possible voicing. This would be the E flat major 7 here. And it sounds beautiful, also because of the open string. If you have a chord diary, you can write down those special chords that you may find that have open strings, so that you won't forget them. If you want to practice the drop 2 voicings, there are 2 very effective ways you can do that. One is to speak out the telephone number of the chord voicing. So we're still in E flat, starting with this voicing. And now I spell out the telephone number, that will be 5, 1, 3, major 7. Next chord, major 7, 3, 5, 1, root, 1, 5, major 7, 3, 3, major 7, 1, 5, and so on. The second thing that will be very helpful for you, also for getting to know all your notes on the fretboard, is to spell out the name of the notes. Same chord voicings, but you spell out the notes. It's B flat, E flat, G, D, D, G, B flat, E flat, E flat, B flat, D, G, and so on. If you're changing the tonalities every day and spelling out the notes of the chord will give you a good overview over your whole fretboard. Try to play all the possible chord voicing you can play. If you can't grip the whole voicing at once anymore, just play the notes. That would be G, B flat, E flat, B flat. Because in this way you don't leave the higher part of the fretboard in the dark, and if you're playing a solo it will also help you orientate yourself in the higher registers. That's it for today. I hope I could help you with the drop 2 voicing and the inversions. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, and see you next Monday.